Do I not have items? I have no items on my team. Holy cow. What? I've been playing this entire video with no items? What? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to some more Littleroot laddering. It's been a minute. So, you know, as you all know, I was in Knoxville. This is the team I played in Knoxville, and so we're going to break it down, talk about what we did, and, you know, get some laddering in today with it, and go from there. So, the initial idea behind this team was I really want to play with Grimmsnarl. I think this format is really underdeveloped for Grimmsnarl in particular. I think that screens are very, very useful in this format, dominated by very hyper-offensive Pokemon such as Iron Bundle, Roaring Moon, Fluttermane, etc., etc., etc. And so I thought that, you know, having these offensive threats behind screens was a good place to be. As a result, like, it felt very useful in multiple situations to have Grimmsnarl, as well as like having that extra speed control in the form of Thunder Wave here on Grimmsnarl. And so that's really just where the team started. From there, it was like, okay, I kind of want to do like setup mon things. What can we do to do that? Which led to Annihilate. You know, being able to bulk up in front of things. You know, be able to be super bulky with leftovers and bulk up behind screens. You have Friend Guard here next to Mouse Hold. You're able to get all your HP back thanks to lefties and Drain Punch. And then you have Rage Fist just for like the instant KO on a bunch of things, right? So naturally that brings us to playing with Mouse Hold as well. So Mouse Hold here is able to get off a beat up into Annihilate if need be, make your Rage Fist that much more powerful. The big thing that Mouse Hold is doing is clicking Follow Me a bunch and letting it get KO'd while Annihilate or Volcarona gets set up, right? You also have Taunt, you also have Protect, so like you can just really just sit in front of things and annoy them and let them do their thing. Notably, with Safety Goggles, Vital Spirit, and Annihilate, and Brute Bonnet here, we have Sleep. We have 3 Spore immunities on the team automatically, which is absolutely huge. And unfortunately, in Knoxville, did not come up a single time. I was able to be... I think I used like Safety Goggles exactly once. Vital Spirit never came up. I don't think it would have been better as Defiant. I think I played against one Arcanine where it swapped in and ate a Rage Fist and died. Like that was all the Arcanine did, if I remember correctly. But really, like, just having these like Spore immunities that I can swap in on is really useful in multiple different ways. On top of that, with Terra Fire on Annihilate, you're immune to burn as well. So like, Annihilate really is hard to stop on this team outside of like going for paralysis, which isn't a common status condition in the current format, right? So Annihilate really felt good going into the weekend and like in testing and everything, and then OC-IC happened and there was multiple players who played Annihilate very well there, and so like Mouse Ape kind of became more popularized basically overnight, right? So I was kind of already locked into the team at that point. It was just trying to figure out like the minor details to go with it. So that leads us to Iron Bundle, probably one of the best forms of speed control. You know, we have Icy Wind plus Booster Energy, so we're going to be able to outspeed them, get our Icy Wind off, and just like sit there and harass them that way. As well as just like having huge damage output in the form of Hydro Pump and Freeze Dry as well. And then, so like, Iron Bundle's really good, like, late game sweeping, just like, come in after, like, your Annihilate or your Volcarona go down, and just, like, clean up the end game that way. It's also good on the lead as a way to then let Annihilate or Volcarona come in the late game and clean up that way as well. So, you know, again, it's just super hyper offensive threat, click the super effective move, do a bunch of damage, make your team more able to do its thing in the end game. So I guess we should probably talk about the Volcarona here as well. Being able to get like a single Quiver Dance off means that you are instantly putting on a ton of more pressure against your opponent by being faster and more powerful with your Heat Waves and stuff thanks to the special attack boost, as well as being bulkier with the special defense boost. Pair that with Light Screen and Reflect from Grimmsnarl or Friend Guard from Mouse Hold, and suddenly Volcarona becomes very difficult to deal with. Then you combine that with the Covert Cloak here, so you can't be hit with Fake Out. Salt Cure doesn't affect you. There's a lot of things that Volcarona then just like incidentally deals with by itself. It's honestly one of the best ways of dealing with like the Indeedee Armor Rouge teams running around. You just click Quiver Dance on turn 1, set screens with Grimmsnarl, and then like through Trick Room you just like continue to Quiver Dance and like stall out their Trick Room, and then you just Giga Drain and Heat Wave your way to victory. Previously, instead of Giga Drain, I was playing Struggle Bug, which really does help in that matchup as well. Just reduce the damage output from both Armor Rouge and Indeedee in the same hit, unless they're playing like Wide Guard on the Armor Rouge, which if that's the case, you just Giga Drain the Indeedee and it goes away. So it felt like a pretty good matchup, and it's not something I ran into in Knoxville at all. So then I guess that leaves us Brute Bonnet to talk about. It's their Spore Machine that also is just super offensive. It's aggro Amoonguss, right? Like you're able to just click Bullet Sleed or Crunch and just do a ton of different damage, like a ton of damage to your opponent very quickly. With Bullet Seed, you're able to typically Oko Flutter Mains. Crunch, you're able to do just a ton of damage to anything that you really need to. It's really, really good. So let's talk about like what we suffer against. The big thing that I lost to, I think all 3 of my losses were to Lumberry Dragonite, which is something that wasn't overly popular going into the weekend, and then all of a sudden it's everywhere. Dragonite is a Pokemon that the more people have played with it, the more they've solved it and have definitely figured out how to play it properly. And, you know, going into this format, Carl and I both said that like Dragonite, like going into this game, once we knew that Dragonite was in it, we figured it was going to be a very good hyper offensive threat, or like this like very good threat. And it took a little bit before it was figured out of what it could actually do, but in hindsight, it's really good. So being able to just put on a ton of pressure, get off a single Dragon Dance, set Tailwind, and like ignore your opponent's status conditions, may that be burn or sleep or paralysis, it makes it really hard for the opposing, like your opponent to deal with the Dragonite appropriately. And that's something that I suffered against multiple times. I think, yeah, two of my 3 losses were to it. My 3rd loss was to Serene Grace, Rock Slide, the Dunsparce under Tailwind. My Annihilate sat in front of it and got flinched 4 times and then got crit and died. And at that point, I'm just like, well, this was a really fun match until exactly this moment. But, you know, sometimes things just don't go your way. And my opponent brought the Dunsparce and got to do its thing. So I really can't complain, right? One other thing I would have changed going into this weekend, like in hindsight, I had debated pretty heavily if I wanted Sucker Punch over Crunch on Brute Bonnet. And I think in hindsight, it would have been better not only for Dragonite, but also just like overall. I ran into multiple Talonflames, and getting to like Sucker Punch and break their Gale Wings would have been very important. Being able to Sucker Punch into the Dragonite, break the Multi-Scale, and then pick up a KO with whatever I needed to could have been very impactful as well. Flutter Mains, you know, being able to like hit them, break their Sash, take a hit, and then KO them the following turn. There's a lot of things that like Brute Bonnet would have been better had it had Sucker Punch, in my opinion. The other change I would have made is Mousehold was not very useful overall. A lot of the times I wanted Mousehold, Grimmsnarl just did the job better. Like Mousehold, I think the games I brought it clicked follow me. That's all it did, was click follow me and died. And that's good enough when you need it to be good enough. The problem is like you also can just like, instead of having Friend Guard, you can just be behind screens. And then you're also applying like offensive pressure with Spirit Break on Grimmsnarl, and you're also applying this like speed control with Grimmsnarl with Thunder Wave. There's a lot that Grimmsnarl really does well in place of Mousehold. That being said, Mousehold can be very useful in certain games, and as I'm sure we will see today. Of course, you know, I'm recording this before I record the game, so I really don't know what I'm running into. But I'm interested in hearing other people's thoughts after they play with the team as to what they think is like the critical problem with the team. And I think the problem is Mousehold in general needs to be something more offensive, possibly like Specs or Sash Flutter Mane. It could be something like Arcanine as well, to be able to provide like Intimidate pressure. There's a couple different things that I've had floating around in my head, and those 2 are like the big ones. But I'd be interested in hearing everyone else's thoughts down in the comment section as well. So let's jump onto the ladder. This is, of course, a new season. It is now officially March. Has been for over a week at this point. But let's jump on the ladder and see what we can do today. Ooh, I really like what our opponent's got going on here. I really like Vivillon. I think it's super, super underexplored as well. And then just like super hyper offensive things coming off from like Ceruledge, Sylveon, Mouse Ape, Dragapult. Yeah, this seems really cool from our opponent. And I think the correct thing to do is set up screens and make them sad with my own monkey. I think that's just like the plan, right? They can set Tailwind here with Vivillon. I don't care. This could be Grimmsnarl plus Fluttermane up front, actually, with like Volk and Monkey in the back. I actually like that. Let's do that. Yeah, I really like my opponent's team here, having like their fire immunity with Ceruledge here. I really like Sylveon in this current format. Dragapult, I think, is something that a lot of people really have not played with or against here lately. And like, yeah. Obviously, I'm a fan of Mouse Ape as I'm sitting here playing it. Just a lot of really, really interesting pieces here from our opponent's team. Interested to see what they bring here. Hopefully our opponent gets locked in here in time. All right. We have new stadiums. Hold on. Hold on. What is going on here? I'm not complaining, but I was not ready for new stadiums. So first things first, I'm going to Thunder Wave this monkey, because that's terrifying. And I think I'm just going to Freeze Dry the Vivillon. Try to prevent it from doing its thing. It should just go... Okay, it's going to protect here in front of us. That's fine. Completely fine. I don't want to click Icy Wind because this is most likely going to be Defiant Ape, and I really don't want to give it a free attack boost. Okay, Freeze Dry, of course, goes into the Vivillon. The question is what is the monkey going to do? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So now, I could just double into the Vivillon with Spirit Break plus a Freeze Dry, but I think I like that. I think removing that is going to be something we are interested in doing sooner rather than later. Like, obviously, it could just set Tailwind here. It could Rage Powder as well. Could Sleep Powder. I don't see it going for Sleep Powder because, like, it would need to go into, like, Grimmsnarl to prevent it from getting an attack off this turn. Okay, they're just going to withdraw it. That's also just fine. An opponent is going to bring out Ceruledge. Okay. We do damage. That is one way to describe what we did. I would classify that as damage. Also, their Covert Cloak. Their Cloak Ceruledge. So now I'm going to go ahead and set that Reflect up. And I think I kind of want to just Hydro Pump into the monkey. I think the Ceruledge protects this turn, and trying to remove the monkey before it gets anything going, I think is going to be really, really important here. Alright, we do correctly read the Protect coming up from the Ceruledge. The question is do we connect the Hydro Pump? We do, because we're gamers. Okay. Little less than 50%. But more importantly, we leave the hit because of our Reflect. So now... Okay, they are the lefty set as well. I think I'm just going to... going to set Light Screen this turn. And I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump into the Ceruledge. Try to remove it. Okay, they're going to withdraw. Going to give us a free Hydro Pump, presumably into like Vivillon? It is, okay. Alright, Light Screen goes up. We have 8 turns of it. We connect our Hydro Pump because we are true gamers. And they are not Sash. That's very good for us. Are you paralyzed, or are you going to get an attack off this turn? They do. Alright. Bundle goes down. But I think it's gaming time. I think it's time to bring out everyone's favorite monkey. Is it? Do I want to bring out the monkey right now? I can get a bulk up off. They can go for Rage Fist. I've hit them once. This could also be Shadow Sneak, because the Ceruledge is still alive. But I'm going to be behind screens. I should be able to take that hit. If they go for Shadow Sneak, I can go for Rage Fist into their Annihilate, remove them. That's interesting. That's a thought. Okay, it is just going to be this Ceruledge coming back out. I think I'm just going to go for a Thunder Wave into it, and I think I'm going to go ahead and Terrastallize here and go for the Bulk Up. This is going to remove our Ghost weakness. It is going to let them potentially go for a Drain Punch into that slot, but I don't see any reason they would ever Drain Punch this turn. So this is going to remove our Ghost weakness, so if they do go for like Shadow Sneak plus Rage Fist, we live the double up, especially behind Reflect. And then we should outspeed them next turn by being, being faster thanks to Paralysis. So then we can go for like a Rage Fist and pick up a KO. I'm really glad they added more stadiums in. Like, I know that's such a minor thing, but I am really, really glad that they did this. Alright, we do connect. This could be just like a Bitter Blade then. Is that the attack? Alright, we get our bulk up off before they attack. They are also going to bulk up. That's kind of terrifying. Not gonna lie. They're gonna Swords Dance. That seems excessive. So now I should be able to just Rage Fist. And oh man, do I want to? I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna double the Ceruledge. We get got by a Protect here, but I think I'm fine with that. Okay, no Protect. Should be a KO then. Yep, by a mile. Unfortunately, this means we're going to give them another hit here for their Rage Fist. We've hit them once, this will be twice. Rage Fist is now 150 base. We also give them a special attack drop, meaning their attack is +3, but it's okay because they get parried. You also just try being gamers next time. Annihilate's not a problem if you're a gamer. And that was with them at +1 defense. So I bet a Rage Fist should KO them. I bet a double up KOs them. I'm gonna ignore the Dragapult for now. If they want to double into my, like, if they want to attack into my Annihilate, I'm completely fine with that. Give me that Rage Fist boost. This is where they, like, Terra normal their Annihilate, right? And just make me really sad. Okay, they protect the Dragapult completely fine. Okay, this isn't going to do a lot. We're at +1. That should be enough for a KO. Perfect. Okay. We've played very well here. We've made a bunch of reads on our opponent, and all of them have come true. So, unfortunately, our Reflect is gone now. Do I want a Thunder Wave here? Or do I want to set Reflect? I could also Spirit Break a potential Sash. I think just doubling the Dragapult here is going to be correct. If they're physical, I'm +1 defense. Opponent can curse it, this game's over. I still had another turn of light screen as well, so like depending on what they are doing, we're just like immune to it. So cool. Really got to show off Grimmsnarl there, getting to just like spread around some paralysis, outspeed everything. Bundle was really useful there as well, being able to just guarantee the KO into the Pavilion, make sure that they don't get Tailwind up to outspeed us. So yeah, just like everything on the team went like exactly like we wanted it to. Is that Oricorio? Is that Ghost Oricorio sitting there? I really can't tell. That's the only thing I can think that looks like. Our opponent's team looks really, really weak to Volk here. Granted, they have their own Volk, but like, you know, we get a single Quiver Dance off, and we are off to the races. I think they're gonna bring a Moongus, and we're gonna be able to get them with Monkey. I think this is a Mouse Ape game. I think I'm fine with them trying to set Tailwind with Roaring Moon. I think I'm completely okay with that. The question is do I want like my other offensive threats here, or do I want to bring like Brute Bonnet and try to put some stuff to sleep? Brute Bonnet actually looks pretty okay into everything not named Volcarona and or Roaring Moon. So do I want Volk? Like, I know we talked about Volk being really, really powerful here. I think that's the answer. I think the answer is yes, I want Volk. Alright, let's see what our opponent's bringing. I'm really hoping that's Oricorio. Which, them having Volcarona means that it's very possible that it is. Them just go for like Quiver Dance, attack. Alright, it's gonna be Golden Go plus Roaring Moon, the Gourmet. Could be Make It Rain plus Tailwind. I think this is just gonna be... I could Taunt. So I'm not quite max speed. I didn't see what the Roaring Moon got its boost in. I think this is just going to be Follow Me plus Bulk Up this turn. Could be Follow Me plus... I think it just has to be Bulk Up here. Okay, Roaring Moon protects. That's fine. I can taunt it next turn, depending on what they do here. If this is Nasty Plot, we're not in a great position. It's just Make It Rain. And now we get our Bulk Up off. Okay. I feel pretty okay with where we are right now. I can Terra Fire to remove my flying weakness. Go for Taunt plus Drain Punch into the Roaring Moon. Do I want to do that? I could just Follow Me again. I do think I want to Terra here. The question is, do I want to Rage Fist, take out the Golden Go? Or do I want to Drain Punch, try to take out the Roaring Moon? They could Terra Flying, which if that's the case, Drain Punch is not going to do a ton. So I think this is just Rage Fist into the Golden Go, try to take it out. See what our opponent's doing here. This could be Tailwind from them, which if so, I'm completely fine with that. Because they'll just like Make It Rain, give me another boost, and then I'll punch them really hard. Alright, Follow Me goes off. They do go for Make It Rain. They could be Scarf. They could be just like slow Roaring Moon. Okay, it is just acrobatics. But we eat, so that's good. And here comes a Giant Fist. Okay. Golden Go down. So now I can bring out one of my flying weaknesses. Who has the better defense between these two? Yeah, definitely Brute Bonnet. That'll bring it out. We can go for Spore plus Protect here. See what our opponent's got going on. It's just gonna be a Moongus. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we will Spore the Roaring Moon. We will protect the Annihilate. Could be like Sludge Bomb plus Acrobatics into the Brute Bonnet, but if so, you got it. Okay, they're gonna Rage Powder. That's completely fine because Brute Bonnet's immune, so that's cool. All right, they're gonna Tailwind, but now they're also gonna take a nap. Okay, feeling good. So I can Rage Fist, take out the Amoonguss. What is my play here? I think I'm gonna go for a Drain Punch here in the event that they don't Rage Powder. Okay, they're just gonna withdraw. That's good. They're gonna go into Rotom. Rotom's not really gonna like this Drain Punch. Holy cow! Okay, we crit. But we're gonna get a lot of HP back, and that's really what helps. They're gonna try to Spore my Ape, and we're gonna make them sad. Citrus on the Rotom. Okay. We are definitely gaming right now. I had seriously debated going for a Bullet Punch into the Rotom, and had we, like, we would have just, like, won, right? So now they know that we are gaming. So I'm going to Bullet Seed the Rotom. And I think I'm fine letting Annihilate go down if it does here. That's a lie. I'm going to protect this turn. I'm going to take out the Rotom. Okay, Rotom protects. I could have seen Rage Powder plus Hydro Pump, and I think I need Annihilate around a little bit longer because I think I need Rotom gone before I can bring in Volk, is the TLDR here. They also haven't Terra'd yet. Fallen Puff is going to do pretty sizable damage. Now what's the play? This could just be a double KO from our opponent. I think I'm just going to Rage Fist the Amoonguss, go for a Bullet Seed. Man, had we just attacked with Ape, we were in really good position, but unfortunately now we're kind of awkward. If they connect the Hydro Pump into Brute Bonnet, but we hold on. Okay. Take out the Amoonguss. We're going to take a little bit of chip from Rocky Helmet. But now we take out the Rotom. And suddenly it's a 3v1 versus a Sleeping Roaring Moon. Not quite sure the Hydro Pump into the Brute Bonnet was the play there, but I'll take it. I mean, I'm not one to complain. And Tailwind is now over as well. They still haven't Terra'd, but they're guaranteed a turn to sleep this turn. So I think this is... What is Bullet Seed? And Rage Fist is going to... Let's see. Rage Fist is 150. This is 150 as well. Unless they Terra. Yeah. Yeah, they do Terra. Cool. Nice read. Alright, they're Terra flying. They're going to take a turn of sleep because they haven't done that yet. Rage Fist should KO. And that's going to be GG. Cool. Mousehold did his thing. It came in and clicked follow me and got KO'd. So I can firmly say that we did the thing with Mouse. More Mouse Ape, you say? With Golden Go, Murkrow as well. They look really weak to Bundle. Especially bundle behind screens. Like, screens bundle seems really good here. The question is what do I want to end? Like, what is my end game here? And I think because they have so many weaknesses to it, it has to be Monkey, right? Do I want Volk? Volk seems pretty okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? Seems pretty alright, all things considered. Alright, it's gonna be Murkrow, Golden Go. They're gonna Murk it rain, aren't they? I'm fine with that. So here's the thing. I'm gonna click Light Screen. I am gonna click. Good Icy Wind. I could Pump. Pump into Golden Go is probably really good damage, right? Let's do it. Let's make them sad. They're gonna outspeed me because of Tailwind here, but I don't think I matter. Are they just Terra Steel immediately? Are they just gonna try to KO my... Yeah, they're just gonna try to go for the KO into Grim. I don't think Bundle's gonna be able to get KO'd here. This is gonna be close. This just might be a double KO on our opponent's end, like through screens, but I'm not sure. Golden Go is not something I did a lot of calcs against. You got me, right, Bundle? If nobody got me, you got me? Alright, well, that's really unfortunate. Okay. This game just got a little more awkward. Did it? Like, not really, right? Like, I have two very good threats into the Golden Go here. They're at -1. They're probably going to swap out. What am I worried about this Murkrow doing? It could taunt my Monkey, but if that's their play, I don't really care. I think I'm just going to Quiver Dance up here. And I kinda want to Terra. Go for a bulk up. If they taunt me, I don't care. Yeah, let's do it. I think this bulk up is going to be really important for this end game. Alright, so we are Terra Fire, they're Terra Steel already. They're at -1, it looks like they're staying in. They could Haze. Haze would be pretty annoying. They're just going to go for a taunt into Volt. Okay. So no Quiver Dance. They're now at -2. Which does approximately nothing. Can't Quiver Dance, but I can bulk up. So now they could Haze, and if they Haze me, I'm in a really bad position. I also don't think I had a much better play. I think the play here is just Heat Wave, and I'm going to Drain Punch into the Golden Go. I think removing it's the biggest threat at this point. They could also just swap out. Yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately for them, yeah, they're gonna taunt, but I've already done my thing. I don't think their Mousehold's gonna be able to live this. And we get the burn for good measure, because obviously we're gamers. And we're gonna go back up to full on Annihilate, so that's cool. We're at +1 behind Light Screen still. This could be Golden Go coming back out, but I don't think it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be Hydreigon, which also doesn't really appreciate getting, just punched. So we'll make the play we have, which is Heat Wave plus Drain Punch the. I could Drain Punch the Murkrow. Last turn of Tailwind? Yeah, I think I Drain Punch the Murkrow here. Try to prevent them from getting off another Tailwind. Okay, here comes Dark Pulse into Volk. Can't get flinched because I am Covert Cloak. They're going to foul play into the Volk as well, but that does... I mean, we get a burn off, so that's cool. Wave connects this time. Surely you can do, what, like 55% of Murkrow? Not quite? Okay. Well, that's really unfortunate. You remember that time that we missed a Heat Wave into Murkrow? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Volk is, unfortunately, no longer... well, fortunately not taunted anymore. So I can actually go for a Quiver Dance this turn. Murkrow's going to go down to Burn. And that gives me a free Drain Punch into the Hydreigon. Actually, I'd really like Murkrow to not go down to Burn this turn. Just make them just sit there and be sad and think about their life choices of being a Murkrow. Well, you know, sometimes they also crit my Volk and then I'm sad. +1 Drain Punch is enough to take this out though, right? Yeah, cool. So now I'm back to full again. Murkrow actually does hold on. Really unfortunate if they go for like a Haze this turn. Light Screen's now over. They could just start clicking Shadow Ball here. I can reasonably ignore the Murkrow. I've been hit once on 8. So Rage Fist is 50. This could be 200 by the time they attack. Like I attack. My taunt is not over yet, right? I have... Oh, my taunt is over. I think I just protect this turn, let the Murkrow go down. And then from there, like, we're gonna see if they are, like, potentially locked in thanks to, like, choice item. It is just Shadow Ball. That's fine. I think Drain Punch is still just the play. It's super effective. It's going to be base 150 versus Rage Fist base 100. Both get, of course, stab boost and everything. So yeah, Drain Fist is just the better attack here. We should eat this alive. He says before he barely eats it. But yeah. So, you know, casual double knockout on turn 1 before we get to do anything into Annihilate Sweep. I mean, honestly, I don't know what we expected. Annihilate basically KO'd everything in that game. Volk got the burn off into... Had Volk KO'd the Murkrow, we were in, like, such a good position. But unfortunately, you know, we had the miss, so we had to draw this out a little bit longer. Had they not been able to get the second Tailwind up... Actually, I think the second Tailwind is kind of what saved us that game, because, like, it just was a turn where they didn't do anything with Murkrow. Like, they were already going to be faster with Golden Go, so, like, it didn't really matter. Alright. So, I think because we're playing on ladder, I think our opponent's not going to bring Arcanine just because they don't want to give me a Defiant boost on my Monkey. Like, that is something that if this was open team sheet, they would know and they would be able to bring it. But as a result, because they don't know I'm Vital Spirit, I think they're more likely to... Do I not have items? I have no items on my team. Holy cow. What? I've been playing this entire video with no items? What? Okay. Well, that's really awkward. Okay, so I think Grim plus Monkey's probably the play here. I think I think Bundle is really good, and I think that we probably want... I think I want Volk here. Just do like the hyper offensive aggro thing. I don't have items. Oops. Alright, Roaring Moon plus Bundle coming out from our opponent. See, I wish I got that, but oh well, it's whatever. The fact that they're Cork Drive on Bundle is really good for us because that means they're not the Acrobatic set on Roaring Moon. So I kind of want to T-Wave the Bundle. Nope, that's not what I said to do. I think I want to T-Wave the Bundle and just go for a naked bulk up here on Annihilate. Opponent is immediately going to Terra. It's going to be Terra Roaring Moon. It is Terra Flying, but they're not acrobatics because they're boosters on Bundle. This is slightly terrifying all of a sudden. Is this just Tailwind? It is acrobatics. Alright, so they're gonna find out I'm not Defiant. Huh. So this is really awkward. Oh, that's terrifying. I think we're just gonna go ahead and pair that guy. And I think I need to protect here. The fact that they're Mirror Herb is really scary. Not gonna lie to you. Okay, they're just gonna protect. It's gonna be like Hydro into the Grimmsnarl, which if so, I'm kind of fine with that. Also gonna protect. Well, can you please stop critting? That would be like really greatly appreciated. What is my play? I really don't know. I could Spirit Break the Bundle. I think I need to pair this Roaring Moon though, because now Acro's gonna hurt. And I mean, I think I just had to let Ape go down. I'm gonna attack into the Bundle in the off chance that they miss an Icy Wind. I might be faster than a Roaring Moon this way. With them being para'd and me at -1. Okay, they just go for Freeze Dry. Yeah, well played. Not ready for Mirror Herb. He's gonna do a very solid chunk. Yeah. The thing is I don't think we're out of this game. Like, I can Terra the Volk, get rid of my water and flying weaknesses here, and my bundle's gonna be faster. So I can Freeze Dry their Bundle this turn. Terra go for Quiver Dance. Volk, you got me, right? Alright, Roaring Moon just protects. That's very good for us. That was like required step number 1. That's a lot of freaking damage. We just go for Freeze Dry into my Volk. No! Stop that! Alright, but now Volk should be like the second fastest thing on the field behind my Bundle. No, my Bundle's not boosted. 206. Yeah, Volk is the fastest thing on the field. Okay, cool. So now I can freeze dry the Roaring Moon, click Heat Wave. I don't think going for Giga Drain is appropriate here. Yeah, Bundle protects. I really need to hit this Heat Wave this turn. Oh, Bundle is still faster. Oh, I'm +1, not +2. I'm +1, not +2, so it puts me at like 180, 181, 183. Okay. Alright, big threat taken care of. But depending on what they have here, it's going to be Fluttermane. I'm slower than Fluttermane. That's like Icy Wind. I could Icy Wind protect this turn. I think this is appropriate. I really need to make sure I hit this Icy Wind. Hitting into the Fluttermane is really, really important. Okay, we hit both. That's very good. We don't take Bundle out, but I'm not surprised to see that. Okay, they just go for D-Gleam, which Bundle probably does not hold on to. We do. They go for a Freeze Dry. Okay. We're in a very good position again. Pending, we hit all of our attacks. I think this is a Hydro the Fluttermane kind of game. And a Heat Wave. We're fine, right? Okay, they're going to withdraw Fluttermane into a Moongus. Alright, well, Heat Wave is going to do a solid chunk. We connect on both, that's good. We take them both out. Cool. Alright. And suddenly, we're back right where we started. Our Fluttermane, our Bundle was faster than their Fluttermane, right? So Icy Wind plus Heat Wave should be a KO here. Right? We were faster? Okay, we were. Awesome. That's really good damage. How? How did we win every game this video with no items? This team's so good! Oh, this team's absolutely absurd. I love it. And this is gonna put us into Masterball, right? This should pull me up into Masterball? Is casual 4-0 into Masterball? Who needs items? Alright, everyone. So what did we learn today? Items aren't as good as you think they are. No, in reality, this team's really good. I'm super thankful to Carl and to Casey for helping me put the team together. I believe the bundle in the rental code is Carl's Shiny one, and none of the Pokemon have nicknames because I did that all post-upload, I think. So yeah, you know, huge shout out to Carl and to Casey for helping me put the team together. Team was an absolute blast to play, not only today but also for, you know, all of prep going into Knoxville, and of course Knoxville itself. Unfortunately, you know, sometimes you just run a little unlucky, and you know, today we did it. Today we ran really hot, and it was good enough. So that is going to be it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I'd be interested in hearing everyone's thoughts of the team down in the comments below. And until next week, have a good one. Peace.